All aboard the hydration station. Grab your beverage because we got some more roommate drama, everybody. Okay? What's in your cup is cucumber water in mine. Hope you're having a great day. I need a refill soon. Good for me. I'm hydrated today. So I rent an apartment with a roommate. She makes 2 times more money than I do. So I thought it'd be fair if she paid more rent than me since she'll have more money left over. What are y'all's opinions? Is this a serious question? I feel we should pay the same percentage of our checks. In Soviet Russia, you know, pay what is fair. What is fair, pay you. I'm not quite sure what that means. That is not how that works. You pay your rent, and good for your roommate for being in a career that pays more. Sadly though, that doesn't mean that they should take on more just because their job or their employer or whatever field they're in pays more. Imagine that was the case, because then it's like, okay, well then I'm just not gonna work at all and you can pay all the rent. Hey, utilities from last month were $70 and still have yet to be paid to the apartment people. Do you need me to do another rent breakdown? I know you said you weren't going to pay utilities in your email, and I don't know what that means. I'm not going to pay the $100 for the one you just sent me until we figure it out, but I didn't know I still owed the $70. Sorry, no worries. Then we got more texts that come in at a later date. Hey, just a friendly reminder, you still owe utilities and I don't want to get a past due from the landlords when we are trying to lower the bill for this month. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm waiting to get paid. I don't have enough. I'd greatly appreciate it if you were mindful of paying utilities on the date they are due, which is the same every month, the 1st, and planning accordingly. I send you the bill every time I get it, and this is the second time this has happened in the last 3 months, and I don't like having to text you about paying bills. Yeah, that's uncomfortable. Yeah, my bad that me or my family isn't rich, and I had to help my mom with the water bill because her landlord shut it off. You're right, I'll just let her go without water next time. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that, but that's not my problem. I feel bad, but I gotta take care of my bills, and you gotta take care of yours. And that's not on me, and my rent, and my place being affected. Taylor, I pay all my own bills and work my butt off. All I'm asking is you plan and pay your bills so my credit score isn't affected. Not too much to ask. You do understand it's frustrating to watch you buy multiple bottles of alcohol over the weekend and leave the price stickers on, eat out multiple times a week, and buy unnecessary plants when utilities are due. I manage my money, budget, and eat out once a week so that I pay my bills in full and on time. I suggest you do the same and stop making excuses. LOL, I shouldn't even dignify this stuff with an answer. I found out Monday night that she needed help, but of course you wouldn't understand with your rich family and all your vacations and family homes everywhere. There's no way I'm living with someone like this. There's no way. We come from different walks of life, which is fair. You pay your bills, I pay mine. That's how it goes. If you can't do that, you shouldn't live on your own. You can't. There's no way that falls on the other person. That's completely inappropriate. All right, we got a posting about a roommate seeking the name, their male pronouns. I don't believe in that nonsense. Oh boy, preferred dorms, whatever. I am blank, mechanical engineer. I worked with industry professionals in Rayleigh and Northrop Grumman in my high school years to build advanced defense technologies. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I sleep around 10:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. unless I'm tinkering with my work, waking up at 7 a.m. on the dot. I believe in a full 8 hours of sleep to maintain bodily health and keep my brain functioning at maximum capacity. See, I'm already 2 sentences in and I'm out. Nothing about it, just how they're coming up. I believe in taking care of myself and my surroundings. I shower twice why are you... I don't care. I shower twice a day and I brush my teeth after each meal. My studies areas are wiped with Kleenex every single day, and my research papers and books are put in proper arrangements. I go on a 5-mile run every other morning and do a lot of, what is that, calisthenics on the weekends around 5 to 6 p.m. No, I don't want a gym companion. I doubt you will be able to keep up with my rigorous routines. I can't. Here are my requirements. If you wish to dorm with me, God bless whoever dormed with this person. No music. Okay. No playing video games. No videos on speaker. Must be plugged in to a headphone. Must vacuum the dorm with me every day, alternating. No bringing over uninvited guests. Only speak unless spoken to. You're fucked. Room must be absolutely pristine at all times. No dirty laundry, no garbage visible, etc. Do not touch any of my stuff. Must wear slippers in the dorm. I will provide them for you. Also, if you are not properly groomed, smelly, yellow teeth, or stained clothes, I will not accept you. Well, it's no wonder that you live alone. We can discuss intellectual topics if time allows, but it's fine if you are not intelligent enough as long as you remain quiet. I can't. If you are interested, please PM me and give me your IQ score. Looking forward to meeting you. There ain't no way anyone looked at that and said, I look forward to meeting you too. That is literally a nightmare. I would probably just show up just for fun to meet this person and pretend I was interested. It has recently come to my attention that I will be kicked out of my aunt's house this week because I do not have money to pay rent due to being fired because I refused to be overworked as they were expecting over 35 hours a week. Oh, I thought full-time was like 40 to 44 hours a week. My aunt was gouging my rent to $300 per month.
Unfairly.
And needless to say, I am not paying that much for a house I don't own and only have access to the basement. Oh my God. With that being said, as an inspiring, oh God, I can't. As an aspiring rock star with my band, Air Duster, I am giving someone the opportunity to be my roommate with a few stipulations. You must be smoke-free, no partying, no loud music, no friends over late, no significant other over all the time, living for free. I am willing to tolerate pets if they are well-groomed, but not pit bulls. Don't want to go there with you, so don't waste your time. My band will practice here.
Is that a threat?
It will be loud. So wait, you just said no partying, no loud music, but you're gonna have your band there and it will be loud? Got it? When we are world famous, you will receive credit in the liner notes of the CD. I will pay up to $150 a month in split utilities. Let me know if you fit this description. Listen, I hope you are world famous one day. To have a line in their CD as the rent, that is hysterical. And pay up to $150 and split utilities. I don't know where you think you're living at that price. Like a shed would cost more. This roommate who invited someone to move into their shared apartment rent-free and then insisted she be given their parking space. Oh, I'll be down. Dude, grow some balls and come outside. Julio, I just offered you a really good deal. All I ask is that the spot is shareable, really. There's no need to negotiate. Just be a frickin' gentleman about it, dude. You can have it during her 9 to 5 shift if you want. I just think it's not cool to have her parking far at night. She visits her sister often and I'm not with her. You swear it's your spot, dude. And once again, this isn't even my car and I'm just apparently arguing for you to do the right thing. You're being ridiculous, dude. Sorry if I'm sounding aggressive. Oh, you're sounding aggressive. And you don't really sound sorry for it. As a tenant here, I do have priority to someone who is not on the lease and probably not paying rent. I'm sorry, it's the security concern and I'm willing to move my car if you want to work with me here. I'm really trying to be reasonable here. You're being way more reasonable than I would be. Dude, you literally sound like a little white privilege. I just want you to know that. Just being 100% honest. Okay, well, there goes any favor out the window. Look, I understand that it's a security concern, but I'm a tenant here, so a shared spot along with everything I listed is more than reasonable. I'll move my car tonight if you want to work with me on this. I honestly think you're misunderstanding my demand and you've exposed yourself as a little privileged biatch dude that you are. That's mind-boggling to me. I'm sorry, but your friend there should move out and pay rent at a spot that has security. You know what I mean? Like if she's worried about concern, then she can go and get her own place and pay rent that includes a parking spot that is in a secure area. Why is that my problem? And they're actually willing to help you and saying, I'll share it. You know, like let's just work this out. Let's make it shareable and we'll figure it out. She doesn't even pay rent. Not even on the lease and doesn't pay rent. There is no way I would be that nice to like if someone's speaking to me like that. Hey, sorry to bother you this early, but would you let me borrow $100? I will pay you back tomorrow. We need dog and cat food, but we ran out of money. Please. You'll have $100 tomorrow. Yes. Dude, if you guys can't afford to feed your cats, you shouldn't have 4. I only have 1. And you shouldn't buy weed and run out of money budgeted for that. Okay. But we love weed. So you don't love your cats is what you're saying. You love weed more than your cats. That's good. Well, I'm not comfortable with that amount. I don't even have that much cash on hand. What the F? You love your pets. I love both. This is the second time you've asked me for money. I know how expensive weed is. You know how much you could save if you cut back a little? If you can get yourself to my house, I'll give you some cat food. And my parents might be willing to give you some of of our dog's kibble, but I only pay for the cat's food, so it's not mine to give away. I know you don't need $100 to buy cat food, man. That's a really obvious lie. Or else you've never been to the cat food aisle at Safeway. That's also a good point. I wasn't even thinking about that. Is there? No, I was looking up what days SPCA gives free pet food to get both of them. They usually held, what is going on? They usually held a pantry. Okay, so basically you want $100 for weed. Like, let's be so for real right now. $100 for cat food, and when you have one cat, they have this weird application. I will fill that one up. Great. Thanks anyways. You live kind of far. Geez, you didn't have to send a mean message to her boyfriend. No wonder he was off today. Thanks. I will never bother you again. I didn't need the money for weed. We have not been buying weed at all.
Sure, Jan.
Dude, you asked $100 for cat food. What cat food are you buying? You could have gotten for one day for $2. You even apparently had the option to get it for free. What's more, if it wasn't for weed, you would have said so yesterday. You're so obviously lying. Why do you think it's okay to ask your friends to subsidize you or even pay for your drug use? Don't ever ask me for money. Honestly, they sell cat food at dollar stores and like the same brands that are at Walmart. So if you were really that strapped and worried about like your cat's livelihood for a day, since you said you had $100 the next day, yeah, sounds like it's someone who's got a little addiction there and they're just trying to get some money from you, which is sad. Need a little fresh up. My lips are getting dry. This former roommate who expected free food and drink when they went back to pick up a bunch of their stuff months after moving out. We got some texts. Warm up lunch and open the beers. Daddy is coming home. What do you mean? You won't feed me? You won't offer me beers? Are you joking? No hospitality? We're in the middle of a pandemic, dude. No, I'm not feeding you and giving you beers. Even if you weren't in the middle of a pandemic, how bold to just assume that you moved out and you can go there and just show up and demand food and beers from somebody. Am I the a-hole for borrowing my roommate's car to drive cross country without telling him exactly where I went? What? Keeping it short. Perfect. I live with 3 people, 1 guy, 2 girls. I'm a girl too. The guy and I are good friends and we help each other with small favors from time to time. We're all in university. Over spring break, I told him I didn't know where to go yet because I didn't have a car. He said he's going home to see family so I could use his car to drive to spring break stuff with friends. I thought that was super nice, as his car is very nice as well. It is a Mercedes SUV that is very nice. So he goes home and I get my best friends together for spring break road trip. We end up driving to Las Vegas from Maryland. Why did I say it like that? Which was a huge drive, but super fun. When I get back, my roommate asks how the trip was, and I tell him, and he freaks out. He said he assumed we were just gonna drive to the beach or something, like just a few hours away, not almost to the West Coast. I told him he didn't say anything about distance when he lent the car to me, and it's unfair to get mad at me when he didn't bother to say anything. We've been fighting since, but my other roommates think I should apologize. I don't think I did anything wrong, however, but open to other judgment. Oh boy. Yeah, I think that's very inconsiderate. I understand you guys didn't talk about the distance, but if I was borrowing a car and I'm trying to take it to the West Coast, like that far, of course I would check in with them and make sure that's okay. It's their car that puts a lot of mileage on their car. That's also a much bigger trip. They might not be comfortable with that. Of course I would ask them. Yes, you should apologize. Yeah, you did something that wasn't right, in my opinion, but let me know your opinion, you guys. All right, y'all, that is some more roommate drama. You guys already know if you have had a roommate situation to let me know the tea down in the comments. Keep it anonymous if you want. Either way though, I'm intrigued. I'm out of here. Stay classy out there, stay sassy, and I'll see you tomorrow.